Talk to us more about your mum and sort of the relationship that you two have fostered. I can imagine it's quite a tight-knit one.
Yeah. So, like I said, raised by a single mum. Parents divorced when I was quite young, and it was a pretty tumultuous period. So there was a sort of a decade-long period of a lot of bad things happened between my parents and our family. No domestic violence or anything like that. Never. It was never a problem, but it was just a very turmoil-filled time of everyone's life. But my mum, through all of that and my childhood, still managed to basically rule with an iron fist. So, she kept me in line despite me being the hyperactive, chaotic child that I was. And she still kept saying she had a lot of grief to deal with at the time. Her own family was, not really that supportive, and yet she still managed to raise me and my brother to be, the men that we are now. She managed to keep a hold of herself as a person as well, despite all of the difficulty. And, she, again, provided us and still provides us with an insane amount of support and love. Like, it's unrivaled. And my mantra is always, and like I told you off air, but it's like, if I can be half the parent that my mum was, I will most likely be the best dad in the world, simply because we had our differences. We used to have pretty bad fights because I was, every teenager, moody, all that stuff, listened to a lot of emo punk rock, all that stuff, and hated life. Why is my life so hard? Yada, yada. But, mum just showered me with love and support, and she still does. And, she's an inspiration. She is my hero for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, I love that so much. Shout out to your mum. It sounds like a beautiful relationship.
Shout out to Jackie Lim.
Jackie Lim, love it.
Yeah.
I hope she hears that.
I'll send her. Yeah, we'll send her a soundbite.
I might make the clip out of that. And then
she's gonna cry.
Yeah. And rightfully so. That is such a beautiful way to phrase your mum, and she just sounds like an absolute rock to you. And I can imagine, she's just one of those people that you probably think to when you've had a rough day, or you've, I don't know, sort of doubting where you've come from, and mum is probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm here.
Yeah, it's not often that I hit very low points. Like, I can count on my hand the number of times I've really hit rock bottom. And when I say rock bottom, I mean real bad. Like I said, big advocate for mental health for a reason. But despite everything that happens, the first person that I think of has always been and will probably always be my mum. It's phenomenal, really. We have our differences. No one can annoy me faster or get on my nerves faster than my mum. It is astounding how quickly she can just sort of go on this side track and get stuck on this one track mind of thinking. I'll be like, oh my God, mum, please, you're killing me. Stop talking. And it's even worse because she lives in Malaysia with her partner. And so we call via WhatsApp because she barely knows how to use anything else on her brand new iPhone. And then, there's a delay. So because there's a slight delay time in the talking, she'll just talk over me and keep talking. And I'm just like, stop, please. Oh my God, stop.
It's one of the big reasons why I would never do an online podcast, I don't think.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
It would be so awkward.
Yeah, but I'm like, mum, she sometimes she really grinds my gears, but I would walk through fire. I would take a bullet without hesitation for my mum. And she knows that. That's just without question, really. Yeah.
What's it like navigating a really powerful relationship with your mum, and what are the sort of conversations or tips that you might have to people who, might not necessarily have such a beautiful relationship with someone so close and your birth giver, really, or whether it's a dad or someone in their family that has that parental figure?
I think if you don't have that privilege, so even coming from a broken home, I still had that support. I'm very blessed that way, and obviously not everyone's going to have that. I know I've got good friends who have never really had a nice fostered relationship with either parent, even if they came from a complete home. I think that your support, at the end of the day, family is what you make it to be, and blood is your choice, right? Ultimately, blood doesn't your blood relationship to someone doesn't actually matter at the end of the day. What matters is the shared experiences and the bond between the two of you that's formed after those experiences, and where you go forward with those and with each other. You know, Mum and I went through some pretty traumatic times together. We've been through emotional hell, but together, and that's what bonded us. And obviously, there's such a benefit being the fact that she is my mum, and that's a big component of why we went through it all together. But you know, if you find someone, if you don't have that benefit, if you don't have that, you know, that fortune, but you find someone who provides you that shelter and that safety, and you for them as well, that can blossom into being that for you. But it is, you know, not everyone finds it straight away. So it's just a matter of when, and hopefully, yeah.